Okay, 2119. Good luck. That should be green there. 6,500 games of rapid. That's an awful lot. I've done just over 100. How do we want to do this? I could do e4, switch it to a carrow, but I don't think I want to. I'll go d4. I'm just going to go c3. Okay, let's drop the bishop back. You could perfectly fine to take that, or even leave it where it is. If I go here, you potentially walk into this though. So let's just develop with a view to castling. Okay, can we line up a centre push? A pawn push. Queen up and the queen is not protected. So that's probably gonna come. But I want to do it anyway. I want to prepare to push. I'll maybe take and push. I'm going to take the bishop. I can castle or I can immediately push, but I'm not sure I can stop this anywhere. So here, take, c5. I'm just going to castle, see how my opponent plays it. Okay, so the same thing. Take, and c5 at the end. And doesn't feel the best for me. I could do c4, but I can't really stop c5 either. I'm just going to play a rook across and maybe the other rook across. I'm not sure which square is best for this rook. I really want to do this, but hold on. Is it actually playable? The bishop's not guarded, is it? I could actually play that. I'm going to play e4 because the bishop's not actually guarded. If you play c5, you just lose the bishop, or if you play it in one move, you do. So now queen up looks like a perfectly sensible move to me. Queen across might be a move as well. Yeah, I'm going to play queen across rather than trade. I'll just take the pawn, I think. Maybe activate the rook. This bishop could be very dangerous though, so I might need my bishop on f3 to counter. It makes sense to centralize the rook. So we're going to do that. So if the pawn comes, we can take back. But I really need the bishop on f3. I need to find a home for the knight maybe here and bishop here. And how bold does my opponent want to be? How aggressive here? Okay, so I'm just looking at knight here with a view to bishop across. Maybe I need a pawn up. If this opens up, there might be a take. Not right now, but it might come. I'm just going to play knight forward. Say bishop here just to challenge this diagonal. I could even potentially go here to challenge the knight. Yeah, queen's gone back, but now bishop here. And there is actually a hit to the pawn. So c5, trade. Takes. You've got an isolated pawn, and my back rank looks fine. Not sure it is, but it looks it. So I'm going to go there. c5. I could even play knight in, couldn't I? And then trade the bishop for the knight. So trade the knight for the bishop. Yeah, so he's come forward. Okay. So do I trade my bishop for the knight and try and clog the position up? I can't right now. I've just realised my queen's hanging there. That would be a little bit careless. So takes, and he's fine. I think I'm going to drop the queen back. I'm maybe going slightly too slow this game, but obviously you've got 10 minutes. You need to use your time. And then I need a move like h3, like my opponent has done there, to give my king an emergency bailout square. Okay, get my cursor off the board so there's no accidental slips. Here, queen up. I'm just looking at h3 as my candidate move for that emergency square for later in the game, but is it a waste of a move? Knight here hits the queen. If you go there, bishop up. If you come here, pawn up, and then there's a threat of knight takes pawn. The knight here might be actually a threat to take the pawn if the queen goes back. The knight here, where can you go to stop it? If you go there, bishop here, I guess queen just takes the bishop. It's not actually an immediate threat, is it? Now I need the rook here. I'm going to spend a move doing this just to line up the basic threat, but I don't think it'll happen. But I'm just lining up the basic threat. So now I've got the bishop supporting, the rook supporting the bishop to e4 if I play this out. I don't think it'll happen, but you might as well try and create a threat. Well, the bishop's gone back, so it is actually a move knight here. Queen here, bishop here is now supported. Queen forward, maybe just up. And where does your queen then go? I'm going to do it. I'm threatening just to take a pawn with a check if the queen has to go back. Oh, queen forward. Okay, I might have missed that one move. But I'm still perfectly fine. If I gain a knight, lose a queen. Gain a queen, lose a bishop. If I take, the queen takes. But I could just simply sidestep here. But obviously I can't play forward. It's probably better to take. I'm going to do that and bring a pawn in over. Now, how do you want to do your pawn structure? Probably this one, but this is solid. So let's bring the knight across and maybe bring it more centralized. Maybe f4. Okay. Now, I could try and do this and push, but I'm going to go f4 now and try and bring the king up. Okay, bring the king forward. Now, there might be an idea to go knight here and here now, then it closes the file down. I've got a pretty good knight. So I'm going to do that. I've always got this as well, and I can get rid of the knight and bishop, but then this is maybe a little bit weaker. So do I want to get rid of that bishop? Knight here, rook moves, take. The rook is stuck here. King up. It's going to be difficult. But if I go knight here, it feels like I should drop the knight back. I'm going to drop the knight back. It might be a mistake. It might have been my only chance to get this bishop out of the game. It might prove to be a mistake, but it's done. But now we've got the potential to counter punch, I think. So I'm going to go here, here, and here. Well, that's the idea. I might even be able to go this side. Here even to go here. There's nicely placed knight, but if it gets dislodged, it could become displaced. Or misplaced, I guess. Yeah, he's come forward, forcing the issue. I'm not sure I can take there. I think I just ignore that. I'm going to push. I'll take back. I'm actually trying to push here now, I think, and challenge this structure. Okay, I get the cursor off. I've pre-moved to capture the pawn if takes. Mind you, if I play f5, my opponent might have a move like e5 if the rook's across behind. Not without risk. Yeah, bishop's gone back. I really want to play f5. So f5, I don't see any good reason not to play it. If you do this, I just take. No, I'm just going to do it. Over a minute, minute and a half down on the clock. I can't afford to burn the clock anymore. If takes, obviously I'm going to take back. And then try and get my rooks forward. I'll just take this one. I think I can take here. If takes, my initial idea was to go with the rook. Because I think the knight's good here. But knight, and I'm hitting a rook. But you can just step up. I'm not creating anything, so I'm going with a rook with a view to drop back. Bishop here. Do I take? No, I don't. Oh, I don't know. It might be better going here to pressure this. Yeah, stay in the middle, because I'm going to collect this one anyway, I think. Can you do this? Not quite. So do I take here? No, that feels like a mistake. I'm going to take. I'm just going to pre-move that actually, because he's in check now. So I want to get the rook active now, not letting him in. There's no trick there. Is the pawn up? I don't quite think is a move. So how do I get to this? I'm going to try and go around the angles. If pawn down, I can go here, but then you might get forward with a check. So maybe I could do the king up. Rook across is a threat though, potentially. So I want to try and keep this rook on a dark square. I guess if rook across, I go here in the short term. Yeah, the rook's gone in to stop my infiltration. So I'm going to bring the king up, but try and stick to the dark squares. See if I provoke this. If not, I might march in. Okay, I'm going to come forward. Here, check, I can come back. Ooh, does that let me in? These might get weak though. Bishop there is a threat, right? Rook up, bishop down, pawn up, bishop down. It's actually guarded. I could just go here. Just come here, hit the pawn. Rook check, come back. Bishop down, I think I push. And the knight still guards this. I guess you've got bishop behind though, then you could maybe get a 2-on-1 at the right moment. Not in that square, but the right moment. Okay, now I think I can push here, but what if you do this? I might have gone on the wrong square there. Because I've got no way actually through. So do I do this? But there's no way obviously through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 moves. Yeah, I'm going to come here, potentially run this way. I'm trusting that this is holding. Obviously, I'm trying to dislodge this pawn. Not easy. Ooh, so it comes forward. So if I do this, you obviously go there. Yeah, I don't want that rook getting in. Have to come back. Pawn's defending this very well, very well. Although, can I go here now with a view to coming round? I'm going to risk it and try and come around the back. Just hope I can survive if the counterplay comes. Okay, and I'm still a minute and a half nearly down on the clock. Yeah, rook across. I'm going here with a view to going here at some point. If you push, I can go here or I can take. I don't want the king to wander off from these pawns when that rook gets active. Let's go here with a view to starting to push. But keep my king near these so they don't all get lost, because the rook's going to get in eventually. Or maybe even just rook up here. Force the rook off and then that pawn's very weak actually. That looks good. Rook there looks very strong right now. There's no one move bishop check. Okay, but now have I got this? I think I have. Okay, I'm going to take a risk. Obviously try and march if I can. This is loose though. How do I deal with it? Ah, if I can move my knight, I'm actually hitting another pawn. If I can find a good square for my knight, like maybe here. No, you lose this, so here, then here maybe. That might be a mistake allowing this, but can I go here? Not quite here. Maybe. Or maybe here. Or maybe I just start running. Obviously I don't want to give away a free knight, but... Bishop back, I think knight f4. Although the knight's getting a little bit loose. I could just come back and run the pawn. Oh, he's gone there. That I didn't expect. And that's why. Let's come back if here I've got a check, I think. I might lose the pawn, but I've got a check, or I can try and take. See, I'm trying to march now. Very difficult. Oh, excuse me. But if f5, sorry, g5, I think I've got a check. Let's go here, threaten the pawn again. Very difficult. Here, rook across. So I'm going to take now. Okay, it might only be a draw at best for me now. It might be. Hold on, why can't I go forward here though? Okay, now we get a move to at least put the rook forward. I'm probably going to do this and took the king away. But it's going to be very hard to actually win this, so if he keeps his king back. Oh, I'm actually up on time now. I hadn't realised that, but I need this up as far as I can get. Okay, well, can't I just check here now? Obviously, if his king can run all the way around, there is a threat against me, but he's got to move his king from there. Oh, he's blundered it. Yeah, he's blundered it. He's lost now. Just one little blunder was all it was. Hold on, why did that make the noise? Was that a 1 minute warning for rapid? That's a very good win, isn't it? Very good. Excellent win.